Boy, oh boy, was this One Piece chapter, was it very interesting. One Piece chapter 1040, it is titled, Falling on Deaf's Ears. I will say, it wasn't like really action-packed like that, but it was very important and different things happened. The cover page, it is Big Mom. She fought with Ichi and I think it's Niji and Yonji, because, they're kidnapped in her book. So they're reminiscing on the battle that happened against Big Mom. But with that out of the way, let's get into the chapter. It started out, I'm not going to hold you, I was kind of surprised. I thought Big Mom was indeed finished in the last chapter. Not going to hold you, but because she is so a big woman and she is just so very thick that she was able to she was able to withstand damn Punk, and she's still tanking it. Like, she tanked that attack. Everybody's like, well, dang, Big Mom, you don't look like a woman who's on death's doorstep, because she doesn't. She looks like she's eating it and that she's still going. And the crew, they're a little panicked. They're like, aw, shit. What's going on? What are we going to do? We should get out of here. And then Kid and Law, they're like, man, we ain't going to run. We ain't scared. We ain't never scared. They're staying there. They're fighting Big Mom. So her hocus pocus, or her soul pocus, she chose to either have them be a slave to her for the rest of their life, or she takes 50 years of their lifespan. And their crews, and even the Beast Pirates and the allies for Kaido and Big Mom, they're losing their souls. And Law and Kid are not. So this shows that they're not scared of any Emperors of the Sea, which we already knew. This reminds me of the scene a little bit when Frankie was like, hey Nami, what are you running for? Do you not want to make our captain the king of the pirates? So there's no point in being scared of an emperor. Just seeing like how much we respect the emperors and the admirals. So seeing people like Kid, Law, or somebody who's not on their level just yet, but who are striving to be on that level, I just think it's cool how they always stand up to them. I will say, Kid gets a lot of hate for the way he uses his devil fruit, but I love the different ways that he portrays or how he speaks. It's just interesting, because he's like, hey, will the dying words of an old windbag, will that scare me? And Law talks about how he's going to do something or a new technique, and at first I thought he was just struggling to say room, because I just thought he was out of stamina, but it's like room. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like r.room. And so he's talking about her death screech and how he's going to use an attack that somebody who saved him used. And I was a little bit confused. Apparently in Law's room, maybe because he's a surgeon, I don't know, it'll probably be explained a little bit later, but Law, he can create it to where there's no sound in his room, just like what Cortisone does with his devil fruit, how he can take away sound in a specific area. And so Law, he does room silence, so there's no room in the area. She can't hear anything, can't command her homies. And then Kid, he says, let's go for round 2, and does another damn Punk, and it looks pretty darn bigger than what he did earlier. It looks like it's 2, maybe even 3 times bigger, where it's pushing Big Mom. We know that Law, his Punk Willie with his chrome, it caused a hole through the basement and all the way down to the Wano mainland. So Kid, he's trying to push Big Mom from the Wano Onigashima through the hole onto the mainland so she can hopefully die. As Big Mom is falling down, she runs into Yamato, where Yamato's like, man, what the heck are you doing? I just destroyed and froze these bombs. I don't have time for this. And so I don't know if she grabs on to the Yokozuna or whatever fire-like thing that Kandro made, or it's a bomb, but she turns it to a homie where it explodes. And so there's this big gaping hole, but Big Mom's going towards the bottom and towards the Wano mainland. And she talks about Roger and how what he did, it didn't affect him because he's dying. She's talking about the great pirate era with all these different pirates and these youngins, what they're doing. Big Mom, she's reminiscing on life, saying, hey, you left with this great pirate era. The youngins are trying to take our thrones, and we have to deal with it. You're dead. And is the One Piece real? What did you leave behind? This is so frustrating. Does Wano have the keys to it? So Big Mom, she's just like, man, it really sounds like she's defeated. And she was defeated this chapter, but she says she's not going to die from it, which I'm like, I don't know if Big Mom's dead or not, but it's confirmed. Law and Kid officially defeated Big Mom. And I want to mention, they highlighted like different characters like Chopper, Robin, and Brooke, and we saw Zoro. Zoro is face down, as in the last chapter he was face up with the skeleton, but now he's face down, and as the rubble is breaking, Zoro, he's falling and nobody's there to save him. So I don't know what's going to happen to him. But this is very monumental. Law and Kid beat an emperor, and I don't want to hear anything about, oh well, they shouldn't have beat Big Mom. No, we're giving all the credit that they deserve. They put in the work, used their awakenings, used their devil fruits combined to beat her. I think they're low top tier. I think they're high first, low top tier. They're monsters in their own right, and we have to give them credit. And I cannot wait to see what their bounties are after this arc. Probably in the 1.5, maybe 2 bill, maybe 2.5. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you think their bounties are going to be. But the last and probably the most important thing of the chapter, you would think Big Mom being defeated and falling and exploding on the Wano mainland is the most important thing. But no, we got something with Yamato and Momonosuke. Momonosuke's like, hey, Zunesha's coming. And Yamato's like, yo, that's great. That's the big ass elephant thing that's here, right? And so Momonosuke's like, well, here's the thing. For 800 years, Zunesha has been in trouble, he's committed a serious crime. And that was back when he was Joy Boy's companion. We know that Joy Boy was during the Void Century, that Joy Boy has a lot to do with a Straw Hat potentially. Joy Boy in the promise with the Mermaid Princess and Poseidon with the Noah. So Joy Boy is being really relevant. Even Luffy has been compared to Joy Boy. Kaido has as well. So we're probably going to get a lot about Joy Boy either at the end of this arc or the beginning of next arc. What crime did he commit? Was Joy Boy a pirate? Was that his right hand? Was that some sort of pet? Like, what did Joy Boy do? And what did Zunesha do? I really can't wait to figure out what happens in the next chapter. But unfortunately, there's a break next week. I want to say, Law has impressed me this arc. His stamina out the window. If people use that as an excuse that he can't compete with people, I'm not going to hear him. Law is busted and broken. And even though I don't like the way Kid uses Devil Fruit, I would have loved to see him use Advanced Conquerors, but he didn't. His awakening, assigning people with poles and all that, magnetic poles, that was interesting. Damn Punk is a pretty darn good attack. My favorite attack from Kid is when he pulled up on Big Mom and hit her with a Punk Gibson. I think that was in like chapter 1023 or 17 or something along those lines. It was pretty cool. Overall, I think that Kid and Law, they did an excellent job taking down Big Mom. It was multiple chapters. There was 3 straight chapters here, and then there was some here and there that we would come in and out. But overall, I think Oda did a good job in not taking away from them, and how usually like commanders, they were, even though we got bits and pieces in each chapter, it was more like one specific chapter was devoted to them being defeated, Sanji and Queen and Zoro and King. But I feel like this, with it having 3 straight chapters of nothing but action, I loved it. But let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys feel that Long Kid did good, or Big Mom was written poorly? How do you guys feel about how she was handled? What do you guys think about Zunesha, about Joy Boy? I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Break next week. Unfortunately, I don't know what we're going to do. Forgot to mention, Fukuro Kudro is passed out and he needs water. So Raizo apparently won that fight. So I don't know what the next chapter is going to be. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.